guy who's in the Alice in Wonderland.
I was the one on the left. The cat.
I thought you looked charming as the young lady. Oh, hello. Are we still playing it?
Me.
Yeah, it's all right. Normally the sound of the audience braying and hooting with laughter will cover up these technical errors. But now, tell me about your film career, because I would think that you're very clearly a very bright man. You must be terribly patient to work as an actor, because an actor, basically, you get told what to wear and where to stand and what to say.
There are lines on the floor.
Yeah.
See, I enjoy it, but I don't think I'd enjoy it if it was all I ever did. I think the fact that I write and do other things as well means it's rather like a wonderful holiday, where you arrive in a car, a cup of coffee's put in your hand, coloured tape stand there. Really, there's your lines. You don't have to make up any new ones. The odd bit of improvisation if you want, but mostly not. And repeat it a bit and watch movies in your trailer in the meantime.
And is there a part of the idea of going from England to being a Hollywood movie star? Do you think that's still a... Because they come over in droves now, these thin, interesting young people that can do American accents. And
I'm not cut from quite that cloth, it has to be said. The odd sort of Nazi villain or something like that is a very pleasurable thing to do in a movie.
Why are the Nazis always English?
Well, because we don't offend the English.
Yeah, that's right.
We can't moan that we've been done down, because for 300 years we had an empire and we were the top dog, so we basically have to put up with now being treated as if we are the scum, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, sometimes a part comes along. I was very lucky in the 90s to play Oscar Wilde in a movie, and that was a lead part, but generally speaking, I'm not going to get the parts that Johnny Depp has just turned down, or Zac Efron has been offered. You know?
He's good, that Zac Efron. I watched him in that.
Orson Welles picture, he was terrific.
Yeah, I saw him in 17 again, not quite the same picture, but I watched it under protest, and I thought, this kid's actually really talented.
He's talented and likeable.
You know what, I suffer from this, and I wonder, this is a real internet thing. Beautiful people are not allowed to be talented.
No.
People get very angry when very good-looking people are talented. This Efron kid is clearly a talented actor, but yet he's very beautiful, so that I think that makes people quite angry sometimes, don't you think?
Very much so, very much so. And if they turn out to be musically gifted, and as he obviously is too, he can dance, and that they're good at baseball or something, then they basically better look out for dark corners.
Yeah, do you follow the darker side of celebrity culture? Do you follow the TMZs and the gossip sites?
I don't. I'm not even vaguely interested. I never know who anybody is. I'm absolutely hopeless at parties.
There's a certain power in that, I think, isn't there?
But I literally, people said, Michael, what did she say? And I go, who? And I go, oh, that woman there. Yes, Madonna. What did she say?
Yeah.
Was that Madonna? I literally don't know.
You can tell her from her arms. She's got very strong arms and a profound Cockney accent.
Yeah, I didn't. I'd spoken to her on the phone, funnily enough. She'd asked me to play a part in a film if you don't do. But she always looks different every time. And I'm sure if I saw Lady Gaga at a party, I wouldn't recognise her unless she had a wedding cake on her head.
I've only heard her name, Lady Gaga. I think I've become a real fogey. No.
She's rather good, though, I have to say.
Yes, that's what everybody says. I don't know enough about it.
She's kind of extraordinary.
It's all kind of... I mean...
we get to an age where the cycles just repeat, and that's the problem.
But I think the only thing to do to save... this is what I try for myself anyway, is the only thing to try and save myself from bitterness is enjoy what they're doing now.
Yeah.
You know, rather than say, oh, things were better. Because I remember everyone saying, you know, when I was about that age, people saying, oh, in the 60s, that's when things were really great. And I went, really? Yeah. You know, I don't believe that.
The people mean their late teens and early 20s.
That's when they were...
It doesn't matter whether they were in the 60s, in the 70s, or the 80s. You can always justify that period as having better socks and better tunes and better haircuts, but it's not about that. It's about the fact you were young. Bliss was it in that dawn to be alive, but to be young was very heaven.
Now, who was that again?
Wordsworth.
Yeah. And on the eve of the French Revolution. Yeah, that's a kind of an odd way to approach it. But are you thinking that you will stay here now then, that you will you...
I have things that take me back home. My parents still live in England, and I have other, obviously, dear friends and things who live there. And there's a television show I do regularly once a year in
Once a year is not really regularly, Stephen. In television terms, I think that's you do an annual show.
It's not frequent, but it is regular.
Right, okay.
I know what you mean. But I could easily live here for the rest of my life, actually, I have to say.
Would it be California? Do you like the sun?
Yeah, I do. And actually, I like California.
I like California. It's a very diverse state.
Northern California is probably the most beautiful part in the world.
Yeah, I don't drink wine, though. I always feel that I'm kind of missing out on something if I'm up there. You know,
that's true. I mean, obviously the wine, but then the sequoia around there.
Well, I do enjoy trees, so that's I'll probably take care of it then. You know, well, if you don't want some wine, how about a lovely tree?
A lovely big tree.
Well, you've become quite an advocate for things environmental, haven't you?
Well, certainly, yes. I've just done a series of films about disappearing species, about some of the rarest species on Earth, and in fact, I've just before Christmas, I was translocating, not personally, but witnessing and filming the translocation of 4 northern white rhinoceroses back from a zoo in Prague,
right,
Czech Republic, to Kenya. And there are only 2 others in the world.
Were they Czechoslovakian rhinos? Or
they had been found in the Sudan, and some of them had bred there.
Right.
But there are 2 others in San Diego Zoo here in California, and otherwise that's it. There are only 6 on the planet. And there are subspecies of rhinoceros.
Wouldn't the idea then to keep them in captivity and breed them before you?
It's a funny thing about these animals. They stop breeding after. They'll breed once,
right,
but if there aren't enough males around, it's an interesting sexual social thing,
right,
that males need to provoke others into the kind of mixture of rage, defensiveness, territoriality that sparks off a need to breed. And if they're just a couple of males who become friends, they no longer get sparked up.
Urbane 2 rhinos talking about sport.
Unfortunately, it suggests that amongst male mammals,
right,
the need to show off fa figura, as they say in Italy, that whole posturing macho thing,
right,
is somehow necessary to get the old seed, you know.
It sounds a bit like that Jersey Shore thing. All these. Yeah. Have you seen that?
I've seen bits of it.
I despair a little bit when I see stuff like that.
No, I want to be in touch with my inner girl.
I want to have abdominal muscles like that. That's what I'd like. That young lady has fantastic abdominal muscles.
Phenomenal.
We have to take a break, do we? Do we? Yeah. Oh, well, let's do one then. Let's take a break. Welcome back, everyone. Well, that's pretty much the show tonight, Stephen.
I think it went really, really, really well.
I think it was okay. I was a bit nervous and stiff in the beginning,
Those chairs over there hated me.
Yeah, no, I think they were rough. I found it a little disconcerting in the beginning.
It's strange, isn't it? I mean, partly an audience, I don't know whether people at home like the audience or find them annoying. I bet people sometimes think they find it annoying, but now that it's absent, they may find
they realise that we're annoying.
Chilly. Yes, there's nothing else to find annoying.
Just it's not the audience that's annoying, it's us. Or in particular, me, because you're not here every night, so it's got to be me who's the annoying one.
They tune in for you. They don't tune in for me, let's be honest.
I don't know. But anyway, what we did do is we did conduct an experiment.
Yeah.
And I think now we'll think about what that is. But I've enjoyed myself talking to you. I always do, but it's nice to talk to you with less shouting. And I'm sorry that in our past conversations I've been so shouty.
It's your job, and you do it very, very well.
Thank you. Well, good luck in your endeavours. I think that becoming an American is a fine idea.
Yeah.
You'd be a great asset to our nation. You have to get a tattoo like me, though. Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't do that. What does that say?
It says join or die. It's Benjamin Franklin did a cartoon for the Pennsylvania Gazette in 1754 about the threat of the then, the natives.
Oh, right.
But it became a potent symbol of the...
New Hampshire is live free or die, isn't it?
Live free or die, yeah. And the number plates where it's written are made in a prison. Which is...
Oh, that's ironic.
Yeah,
I might have the W.H. Auden line, we must love one another or die.
That's probably all right, too. It's a little less dramatic.
It's a bit gay.
It's a little... Well...
But that's...
You are a bit gay.
That's the package, I'm afraid.
Well, we're done. I guess we'll mosey off into the night. Thank you for joining us, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow with an audience and some skeletons. And what else do we have tomorrow? Guests. It's actually pretty much like this, except louder. Good night, everybody.